All right, guys. It's Dylan from Two Beards in a Movie. Not entirely sure how to start this. It's not necessarily bad news, but it's not the best news. Um, let me start off by saying that we're not done. But Two Beards are gonna have to take a minute. There was no wrongdoing between me and Eli. We're actually still very good friends. It's just our work schedules have not been working out for us to be able to do the same thing at the same time. So getting him and being able to be in the podcast together has been a little more difficult than usual. There's also been other life things going on with myself and him, and it's just hard for us to get together at the moment. So Two Beards isn't done. We're just going to be taking a break from that name for a while. I do plan on making Two Beards work. I want to continue with doing Two Beards in a movie, but I'm gonna have to take some time away from Two Beards. Like I said, this has nothing to do with. Um, there's no wrong or bad feelings between me and Eli. Um, it's just hard for us to work on our schedules and get everything working. So I just wanted to say that Two Beards is just going to be on a halt for now. But I also just wanted to say because I want to get back into podcasting with, and it's more than likely to be by myself for a while. I want to get back into podcasting and doing this more often. So I'm going to start a new series. It will be a side series that I'm doing, kind of to be the main series for a while until I figure out what's going on and if I'm going to continue with the Two Beers name. But we're going to call it Dylan versus. That's what I'm going to call it, Dylan versus. So it's me against a movie or a show, um, or some sort of, something. It's me against whatever said thing might be. More than likely, it will be me against a movie. Um, so it will be the titles will always be Dylan versus blank. So if I was going to talk about Batman v Superman, which I'm planning on talking about, it would be Dylan versus Batman v Superman, or Dylan versus Justice League. Whatever those names of the movies might be. So pretty much Dylan versus is going to be what I do for Two Beards in a movie, but mainly on movies I really don't like. And Two Beards in a movie, we talked about movies we did like and some we didn't. So it will strictly be movies that I don't like and that I want to rag on for how much time I rag on it. So I really wanted to come out here and on YouTube and then Spotify, all these other places. This is going to be unedited, not touched, no ads, nothing. This is going to be straight. I just wanted to be honest with you guys and say that I am very sorry that we haven't been around, um, and that I think doing the new show and then trying to figure out what's going on with our schedules with me and Eli. I think it's going to help us a lot. I think it's going to definitely open some doors and it's going to help us get to where we want to be. So I really do appreciate for everybody sticking around, for everybody running up our numbers while we've been gone. It's crazy to think that our last episode we had maybe less than 300 plays, and now we're almost at 350, if not more. By the time this goes up, it's probably gonna be closer to 350. It's just insane to kind of think about that. Um, so I really do appreciate the support. I do appreciate the support from other people, not just from quote unquote fans from the show, but other people that have their own shows. And I've been talking to some of those people and just trying to figure out what I should do next. And I think this is the right step. But like I said, Two Beards is not done. We're just going to be going on a little bit longer a hiatus, but I'm still going to be putting out content weekly. I'm going to be putting out weekly content, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Um, there might be guests that come on there, so then it would be Dylan and blank versus this, um, just to talk about shitty movies, things we don't like. Um, Mainly going to be movies. I'm not going to like the podcast, like Two Beards. I'm not going to bring in politics. I'm not going to bring religion. I'm not going to bring anything like that. This is strictly um, a movie area. So we're going to be I'm going to be talking about shitty movies I don't like, and then that also opens up the next thing I'd like to point out. Fan engagement is something I'm really into. So whenever I get something when someone's like, "Oh, you should check out this movie," or "You should do an episode on this movie," I implore that you guys do that, and I also would really like it if you did. Um, so then I have ways to be like, okay, so this week's going to be a fan episode, and it's going to be this episode that so and so told me to do, and then I'll do it that way. Also, I wanted to point out I'm going to be doing my podcast from this angle now instead of on my desk. It just makes it easier for me to sit comfortably and do the podcast this way. You might notice this is my CD wall that I have all these CDs signed by a different, or well, the six on the top are signed by the same artist, but I have everyone's signed signatures up here. And if you follow my Instagram page at Dylan the Host, you'll see exactly who these people are. I've talked to them before. I know these people, super great people. But yeah, I really just want to come out here and say that we're not done. Uh, I'm just going to be focusing on a show that I've been really wanting to do. Kind of what Two Beards was supposed to turn into, but it turned into us just talking about movies and shooting the shit. So this is going to be a fun time. I hope you guys really do enjoy it, and please stick around with me. I know it's going to be weird to just hear me and not Eli, but once we figure out what's going on and once I can get everything working, maybe, and then we'll do Two Beards, and I'll still have my Dylan verses. So new show coming in the next few weeks, Dylan versus, and the first episode will be announced right whenever I decide what the first episode's going to be. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. So that's been my announcement. I hope you guys really do understand what's been going on. We have personal lives out of what we do for the podcast, so I really do appreciate everyone being here and sticking with me throughout this whole thing. So again, this has been Dylan from Two Beards in a Movie, and get ready because Dylan versus is coming towards the end of this month. Bye.